Hi team, I realized that I started having us do this new segment for our lessons and didn't really give a good explanation of how that would work. So I wanted to go over how the prop talk fits in our overall schedule and how you can do that so it fits in a smooth way. So we see for the 2s, 3s, and 4s that the prop talk is part of our normal schedule now, just in the last month or so. And I believe for all the rooms that'll happen after the memory verse talk or after the memory verse video in practice. The prop talk, I'm trying to get them all to look like a cute little design so it's easy to stand out in our folders, but working on getting that set. But so those are in our lesson file over here that we can grab out the prop talk. And a lot of the times the props are too big to fit in there. And so if that's the case, I'll try to just have them out for you. So like our upcoming prop talk in the 3s and 4 through K is about the 4 friends with a man who couldn't walk, and the friends lower him down to Jesus. And so we are going to be practicing that using this nice Kindle here and some blankets. But so how we'll do that, like you can just walk through the prop talk. And this is our main lesson time. I know before we used the laminated coloring sheet that had the Bible pages on it. And this has the Bible pages listed on here. So I'm getting rid of that sheet. And we're just going to use this from now on. But so it'll start out the same, talking through the Bible and about it being a true story. And then we'll start going into the details of the true story and use the prop to help that to come alive. And so then once we kind of start to set up the story, that's when I'll normally just grab out one Bible and read them the story myself and not have all the kids grab out the Bibles yet. There's time for that later on in the schedule, but I'll pull out the Bible and read that to them, finish the prop talk and pray with them. And then after the prop talk is done, that's when we'll go over and do the coloring page. I know before that was where we really like read through the story with them. But now since we're doing that during the prop talk, during the coloring page, I'm just letting them color it and maybe seeing having them point out like what parts of the story they see in it. And then the story on the back of it, that'll more just be a tool for them to use at home so their parents know that what we're talking about in class, but you don't have to read through the story then again as well. Then after that, we'll do the chipper video. And at that time, we'll get out the Bibles for the kids. And so then we can help them find the Bible story. Again, if we don't remember what page number it is, that's on here now. That always have the page number listed out on the prop talk. But then you don't have to read that story all together with them. They can try to find that story. They can look at it there. If one of the kids wants to read it, like that's super cool. They could read it out loud for us, depending on how much time you have. Or they can, that's just a time for them to grow in their love for the Bible. So they can just flip through the Bible, have fun looking at those. And then that other new segment that we just have in the 3-year-olds and 4 through K, I don't think the 2-year-olds can really think through this yet, but it's a show love and tell time. So with that, we're just helping them to brainstorm and think about what are ways people have shown Jesus' love to them, how have they shown Jesus' love to others, how could they show Jesus' love to others. And it might take a little while to get them really talking about that, but I think the more we do it, the more that they'll start to recognize it, and hopefully they'll grow in that more. I know for sure in the 4 through K room, when I'd love for us to be giving those 3s ideas. And then the rest of it should look similar to like what we normally do, getting prayer requests from the kids, like letting them pray out loud, or at least having a leader pray out loud, depending on how much time we've got. Craft, Play-Doh, in the 4 through K sequin color. But I just wanted to explain a little bit more of how the prop talk can work and what that time can look like. And I think it's going to be a really fruitful thing for the kids and really help the lesson to come alive for that. So let me know if you have any other questions, but I hope that that's going to be becoming a really sweet time for you guys.